I'm having the kind of day that only a root beer float can help. So I got a raise at work today. You think I'd be excited, but it wasn't nearly the raise I was expecting it to be. Obviously, I can't talk numbers, but suffice it to say I was insulted. The worst part about it is, it's the same raise I got at the 6th month mark. Recently just passed a year, that's when I got this other raise. And at the 6th month mark, I know that they gave everybody the same amount. And then, since I got the same as I got then, makes me believe that they gave everybody the same amount this time too. When we were explicitly told that our raises would be merit-based. It's called a merit increase. It's supposed to represent how hard you worked. Let me get Rupert on my shirt, I don't even care. Except, another employee on my team who does literally 1/10 the amount of work I do. I know, she just got the same raise I got. And that is kind of insulting. That's exactly what it is. Like, for example, the technology that she was working on, she was supposed to be doing these tasks in there, and this other guy had to end up doing all of her work for her. Somebody asked her for the link to that technology. She didn't even know how to get to the technology she was supposed to be doing her job in. So we basically figured she did like nothing for 2 months. Literally nothing. And somehow, she just flies under the radar and is going to get the same raises and the same increases that I'm going to get, despite the fact that I put in the time every day, I work hard, I solve problems, and I get stuff done. You know, I show up and work 8 hours a day. She shows up and sits around on whatever the Taiwanese version of Facebook is. It's fucking irritating. There goes my spoon. So I want to quit. I want to do something about it. I want to either get a better raise or quit. Like, those are the two options. Those are the only two options that appeal to me right now. And I just renewed my lease here. Another 13 months, so quitting would be a huge pain in the ass. And all this is coming down from a man who can only be described as the world's worst manager. He sent us our raises in emails. Doesn't even have the people skills to print it out and take it to our desks or have a meeting with us or something. On the 6 months mark, when I was under a different manager who was stationed in another city, he set up a meeting with us, got on the phone, we had a phone call, he talked about it, showed it to me on his screen, and then sent it to me. You know, it was like the best he could do to putting it in my hand from another city. He did more from Texas than my current manager did from literally 10 feet away. I work under a manager who, on the rare occasions we actually get to have one-on-one meetings to talk about my future, all of our other employees in the group do the same thing. On the rare occasion that those meetings actually happen, he shows up with a list of things he's annoyed about for us. He literally, when we do something that bothers him, even the tiniest thing, he writes it down. He doesn't just keep grudges, he keeps a list of them. He's a manager who criticizes everything. And when we have great successes, he doesn't congratulate us. Or when he does, his congratulations are forced and perfunctory. I couldn't even believe it when I saw the email, how low my raise was. It was... like, I went through the 5 stages of grief today. I was in denial. I couldn't believe it was that bad. And then I was pissed that it really was that bad. And then I tried to find any way that I could change it. I don't see one. And then I'm just fucking bummed out. Haven't made it to acceptance yet. This is like... This manager is personally responsible in the past year for two different employees on distinct occasions leaving the company. One of them was a tech lead who was a upper level, well-compensated guy. And I know from his role that he was making 6 figures at least. He quit after 2.5 months. He hated this guy so much. And then we just had my buddy just left like 2 months ago. For pretty much the same reason. This manager was just on his ass for months and he got sick of it and he fucking quit his job. And I'm pretty sure that another one of my buddies is going to be leaving too. So if that happens, this guy will be responsible in 1 year's time for driving 3 people to quit. Oh, did I mention that this manager got a promotion 2 months ago? They moved him up. There's no word to describe how frustrated I am right now. I'm blown away. I'm completely flabbergasted. I thought things were going to get better. I thought this job had turned around. When I started working on Java and web development, I figured, okay, now I'm in the technology I want to be in. Things are going to go up from here. And then I got this today. Oh, I think I'm just going to go take a long shower and try to relax enough that I can fall asleep in an hour. Right now I'm all wound up. My blood pressure is crap. And the more I think about this, the angrier I get. And it's like, what other option is there besides quitting? But I really don't want to do that. Everything sounded good about this job. It's like big company, but it's like the IT part is new, so it's like a Fortune 5 startup, and there's opportunities for you to improve your resume and grow your skill set, and you can get promotions in big companies, and there's room to move up, and none of that's true. My hard work goes completely unappreciated. What's irritating is the people that I work with, the people that actually I have to interact with every day, the people who I'm responsible to, the people that I work for and do things for on a day-to-day basis, they all like me. They all know that I get stuff done and that I don't complain when I'm given tasks. I get stuff done in a timely manner. I communicate well. I'm always on the same page with the group. And I work hard. The one guy who doesn't give a fuck about anything I do is the one who gets to choose my raises. It's infuriating. I guarantee you, every single person, if I went around the company, everybody I work with, everybody that I've reported to, everyone I've done work for, and I asked them, do you think this is an appropriate amount? Every single fucking one of them would say no. They would all say, that's way too low, man. That's just the fact of it. It is unacceptably low. It's insultingly low. I'm going to send an email to HR and find out how the amount is chosen. And if it's just a fixed thing, they have to give everybody the same thing. If they have to give everybody the same amount. Because if that's the case, I don't want to work for this company. I want to work somewhere where my hard work is rewarded. I want to work somewhere where the people who literally don't do shit for 2 months straight lose their jobs. And if I find out that this amount is not just fixed, it's not everyone gets the same thing and he has no say. If he actually gets to pick the amounts and he gave us all the same amount, I want to have a meeting with him and get a fucking explanation. I gotta calm down. I'm gonna go take a long shower and just try and think this through. I don't want to do anything crazy. I'll probably call my dad and see what he has to say and just get some advice. And man, I no longer see this working out well for me. I don't know how to make this a good outcome.